The J&L 3.0 oil separator that we're talking about here today will be for the 2007 through 2021 5.7 liter Tundra owners out there who are looking to keep that V8 clean by capturing all the oily vapors produced during combustion from being rerouted back into your intake through the factory PCV system. Now the J&L will feature a billet aluminum 3-ounce canister shown right here in black, complete with factory style hoses and a laser engraved bracket, all for right around that $200 price point. All right, so if you guys didn't know, your truck has what is called a PCV system, or short for positive crankcase ventilation. Now, the purpose of this system is to help regulate and ultimately remove fumes produced during combustion from the engine crankcase and to help alleviate crankcase pressure, which would otherwise cause things like oil leaks or seal damage. Now, because laws mandate that the PCV system be sealed from the factory, the engine basically uses vacuum to draw these vapors out and then basically plumb them right back into your intake tract where they are burned off in the next combustion cycle. And while this all sounds good in theory, a lot of times all of these oily vapors over time end up leaving a residue in the intake manifold and even on the back side of your valves, which can lead to a nasty condition called valve coking. So how does the J&L help? Well, all of that oily vapor is going to pass through your Tundra's PCV system and into this little separator right here. Now at that point, all of these tiny little solids present in this vapor, basically the microscopic particles of the unburnt fuel, oil, condensation, things like that, will gather in your filter media on the very top portion of the canister shown up here, and then basically collect down in the canister here itself. That's basically going to allow fresh, clean air to pass through your truck's PCV system as intended, but without all of those negative side effects. Now, what's even better is the fact that the J&L is a very factory-like part once installed. Certainly feature-worthy, especially here in the anodized black. It kind of disappears under the hood and is a nice little piece of insurance to help keep your 5.7 running clean for years to come. Construction is going to be extremely solid out of the American-made J&L kit here, and that does of course include things like your knurled billet aluminum canister, 3-ounce capacity again, hence the 3.0 name, along with the CNC cut J&L logo right on the top here. Now this particular option does again feature that stealthy black anodized finish, but if you prefer something with a little bit more flash under the hood, they can always check out J&L's anodized silver version instead. Now the big pro of the J&L kit again is that factory style install here, and that is made possible thanks to the cut to length factory style hoses and connectors, which will in turn deliver a very factory-like fit, but more importantly, a very simple plug-and-play style install. Finally, guys, we can't forget to include the J&L bracket here, which will attach to the top side of the canister and mount conveniently in the predetermined location in your engine bay. Price point for the J&L will land you right around $200, give or take a little bit here, which does make this one of the more premium options on the site in the land of oil separators. But I would argue it's also going to be one of the most popular and one of the most trusted separators, not only on the site, but in the market in general. All right, last but not least, what do you say we talk about the install? And as I mentioned earlier, a majority of this install is going to be plug and play here. There is a little work needed to mount the bracket itself, but very simple stuff overall. So therefore, let's figure a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour or two to get everything in place, but a very straightforward job nonetheless. And to prove that to you, we're gonna throw it out to the shop right now for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown. Check it out.
For this install, you need a ratchet, a 10mm socket, a flathead, and a Phillips head screwdriver, along with some pliers. Today we're going to be installing a catch can on our Tundra. Let's get into it. First, we're going to take off our engine cover. Next, we're going to take off this hose clamp with pliers. Then you'll be able to pull this tube off, like that. And then this protecting, this foam piece right here, you want to pull that out. Or pull that out as much as you can for now. Then we're going to take our pliers again and remove a hose clamp that's all the way down there. Or if we can't fit pliers in there, we'll just use our hands. pull this out and leave this foam piece in there. Set this aside. Next, you're gonna take the short tube with like the little connector piece on the end, stick it down there and connect it to that fitting down there. Then you're gonna take the hose clamp that's supplied in the kit and the longer tube, place it up here. I'm gonna slide this on. Then you're gonna take a flathead screwdriver, tighten down that hose clamp. After that, we're gonna put on our bracket to our catch can using a Phillips head screwdriver. After that, we're gonna take a 10mm socket and a ratchet, loosen this upper radiator bolt right here. Now that you have that off, we're gonna put our bracket on from our kit. You're gonna have a spacer, a longer bolt, and then tighten it down with the same stuff you used to loosen it. Of course, it would help if you had it righty-tighty, got a lefty-loosey, so we'll try that again. There you go. And after that, you want to connect your tubes. Then lastly, put on your engine cover. Alrighty, that about wraps up this review and install of the J&L 3.0 oil separator in black, anodized, for the driver's side for a 2007 to 2021 5.7 liter Tundra. Thank you for watching, and remember, for everything Tundra, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.